Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Happy Sunday for those of you watching the video here today. And boy, to my surprise, when I logged in this morning and I saw, surprise, another deck of bait. Well, not another, but a deck of baits coming our way for this fusion event. Now we have the twisted deck of eights, which showed up in my event section here again pretty recently here. And by the looks of the banner, it is not the alleged Varco's guaranteed event that some people thought was going to happen. A lot of people were talking in comments on the subreddit and whatnot about whether or not there was going to be a Varcos guaranteed in the form. I guess it could have been either a Path event or a Deck of Fates. Some people were like, yeah, maybe there could have been a second Deck of Fates, but it appears not. There's going to be, I mean, unless this is wrong, it is going to contain a mixture of, and I don't know because the news tab, and I apologize if it shows up later on, but the news tab for me hasn't shown up regarding the event. I also don't see it on the calendar yet either. I'm just looking at it just now. Yeah, it's not updated there. So this event is going to contain some relic materials and some legendary books, some gemstones, things like this. And while we don't know what the how we're going to get the points necessarily, most likely is going to be soul stones alongside probably not champion. Wasn't the last one champion training, so it's probably going to be artifact grinding, right? And for the most part, this is probably not going to overlap a lot of things other than some of the things that might be coming, which is like Dragon Tournament starts today. If you really wanted to wait, but you know, it's it's one of those events that probably, you know, maybe there's a 2x on something. I don't know, probably not. It's just a massive waste. So interesting that they've decided to do that. I also want to do a bit of a recap of where you should be with the Fusion event, right? So this is the Fusion event calendar. We've had Gear Hunters 1, Spider Tournament, Gear Enhancement 1, Champion Training is ongoing right now, actually, is still going. And Summon Rush, you could still do that if you need to until tomorrow. And then Classic Arena just started yesterday with, of course, Dragon Tournament starting today later, and also Gear Enhancement 2 starting tomorrow. So you should be pretty much after we go through Dragon Tournament and Gear Enhancement 2, you should be essentially through about 8 rares, which is almost halfway through the Fusion event. The big bulk of it, of course, happening next week, especially on Thursday. You can see that there's 2 rares. I actually kind of forgot about it. There's 2 rares on the Champion Training event next Thursday. So a good time to get some training in, some ranking up and all that stuff, and saving up your brews for next Thursday. And then we just have that stuff as we go along. Of course, we have Summon Rush 2 on Tuesday. And for those of you who watched my previous video, I did go in on the Summon Rush 1. I did get the rare there. I did went a bit overboard, and I said, you know, not everyone should do that. I did it to try and seek out Packmaster Shayak from the Progressive, and I failed, of course. I got Gaius the Gleeful. Summon Rush 2 is going to be coming around on Tuesday. And it's going to be basically that you're going to need 2 out of 3 rares from the summoning events, right? So whether it's Summon Rush 1, 2, or Champion Chase, you need at least 2 out of 3 rares there, unless you're planning on going all the way for the Epic on the Champion Chase event on Friday. The problem is that that's kind of late, right? So if you find out that the Champion Chase Epic is too high of points, well, you're kind of screwed because, you know, it's too late in the fusion for you to be able to fix that at that point in time. So I think the better thing to do, it's just my opinion, of course, you know, you can do what you like, is to make sure that you have this kind of locked in beforehand. So again, making sure that you clear either Summon Rush 1 or Summon Rush 2, right? To get that rare and then do the single rare on the Champion Chase tournament. So I probably will skip Summon Rush 2 and I'll just go for the rare in the Champion Chase tournament because I'll have those other epics to fuse up, right? Because we're going to have a bunch of rares to fuse up for the epics. So that should give you at least 750 points here from the 3 epics for the Champion Chase towards that 1 rare that you need to finish things off. And then once you're I guess it doesn't matter because once you get the other rares, you can get another 250 points anyways. But also, this is going to give you a bunch of time to kind of save up for things. Maybe like you got a Remnant. I might actually get a Remnant summon out of Cursed City before Friday, so that's going to be important as well. So just something to keep note about things that are happening this week in the Fusion event. But no big surprise there, is it really, that all these things are kind of happening? I kind of knew that there was going to be a filler event, but I was wondering whether or not it was actually going to be something that we're going to need to run or not, something that was going to be a bit more guaranteed. Because, of course, in the Corrupted Coalition event, it does say under here, get Varco's head splitter. It wouldn't say that if there wasn't a guaranteed event for him coming, right? And it has to be within also the limitations of the Coalition event, which is basically about 3 weeks. I would expect it a little bit before that, right? Because then you need to make sure that you have time to actually finish the event and whatnot and do all that. So I would kind of expect that whatever guaranteed event for Varcos is coming would be in 2 weeks. I think it's going to be that week right following the Fusion event, like in 2 weeks' time from now. So it would be like that week of Monday, the 20th of July. That's my expectations for the Varcos event. I think it would be very cruel, I think, to be running something like a Varcos Path event simultaneous to some of these summoning events for the Fusion. Not that it wouldn't happen, but it would be extremely cruel on Plarium's part to do that. And I don't think that they're going to do that. That's just my thoughts. We'll see what ends up happening. It gives us a little bit of a break as well, because after a Fusion event, there's usually something else going in that 2 weeks time before the next Fusion event runs. Anyways, guys, let me know what your thoughts are about this. Are you going to be participating in the Twisted Deck of Fates? Or are you going to have a bit of a casual week until things kick off later on in the week? Don't forget that, of course, a lot of the bigger things are going to be starting this coming Thursday, right? You got the Fire Night tournament, but also champion training for 2 rares. So there's a lot of things that are important coming there. Otherwise, if you're not doing Summon Rush 2, just make sure you finish up the events that are ongoing right now, and especially Dragon that starts today, and then Gear Enhancement that starts tomorrow. And there's not another Gear Hunters event until next Saturday. So you've got quite a bit of time before that happens. Anyways, that's it for me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Before we go, I do want to remind people that if you haven't started playing Raid yet, what are you waiting for? Download using the QR code in the top right hand of the screen to get Artak, the Legendary Orc, absolutely free, Farrakhan the Fat, Fanax, and Cryodan the Blue at level 10, 20, and 30. And don't forget about Pelops, my big buddy Pelops. Use the promo code RAID7 to get this Legendary Argonite for free within the first 48 hours of a brand new account. Have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.